They taught teachers to use their voice. And the teachers did exactly that. Just not how they expected. If you're a teacher, you know the truth: 95% of professional development is utterly useless. Not just useless, actively insulting. Even administrators hate this stuff. They're usually on their laptops the whole time, following orders from overlords who know nothing about schools. These sessions steal precious time from what teachers actually need: lesson planning and preparing for kids who'll show up expecting miracles. And then came the workshop that would seal its own fate. They called it Teacher Voice. 3 sessions. Beginning, middle, and end of year. Half-day workshops about how teachers could influence policy. The irony was breathtaking. But what happened next changed everything. They made teachers take surveys about feeling heard. Results were predictably dismal. Perfect. The presenters loved having something to fix. Vapid inspirational talk about advocacy. Meanwhile, administrators weren't even listening. The disconnect was complete. That's when it started. Teachers began using #TeacherVoice sarcastically in group chats. The inside joke spread like wildfire. A counselor even set up a candy box labeled Professional Development. Take what you want, no questions asked. Sweet rebellion. One counselor had a brilliant response. A box of candy and snacks appeared, labeled simply Professional Development. Take what you need. No questions asked. But what happened next changed everything. The joke spread like wildfire. #TeacherVoice appeared in group chats, whispered in hallways, shared with knowing looks. Finally, something worth communicating. Mid-year arrived. The teacher voice people returned. What do you think happened when they walked into that room full of teachers who'd figured out the game? They literally did the exact same workshop. Same slides. Same surveys. Same vapid inspirational babble. As if we wouldn't notice. As if we were that stupid. Teachers stopped pretending. Lesson plans came out. Grading began. Some didn't even look up when the presenter asked questions. The rebellion was beautifully quiet. You want to know about malicious compliance? Sometimes the most powerful rebellion is doing exactly what they told you to do. Teachers began voicing concerns. Diplomatically. Professionally. Using all the communication skills they'd been lectured about. It was textbook advocacy, delivered with surgical precision. Then came the masterstroke. An email to all staff and administration. Subject line included those 2 beautiful words, #TeacherVoice. We're using our teacher voice to say this isn't working. The beautiful irony wasn't lost on anyone. They taught us to advocate for ourselves, to use our voices. Mission accomplished. Just not the way they'd imagined. The 3rd teacher voice session? Cancelled. In its place, actual work time. Sometimes the best professional development is just letting professionals do their jobs. 3rd session cancelled. Teachers got work time instead. Finally, time to do what they were actually paid for. The next year brought something unprecedented: administrators who actually listened. Maybe getting schooled by their own workshop had an impact. Actual teachers teaching actually useful things. Novel concept. Teachers could choose sessions that might, help them teach better. Our teacher taught Google Classroom. People actually thanked her? Imagine that, professional development that developed professionals. Revolutionary stuff. Teacher voice taught one crucial skill: how to advocate for yourself. Turns out, that meant advocating against teacher voice itself. The workshop promised teachers could influence policy. It just never expected them to influence the policy of cancelling useless workshops. A program designed to teach teachers how to use their voice accidentally taught them to organize against bureaucratic nonsense. Mission accomplished? Sometimes the best professional development is learning when to say no. Your voice matters. Use it to demand better.